apparently, Tampa's Tom Brady's kryptonite is the Saints in the regular
Look,
season, Nick Foles, and Eli Manning.
look, I have said a lot of things that the very next week they end up getting thrown right back in my face. So I am not even fucking surprised.
What is going on, guys? Week 9 of the NFL season is here, and I am joined once again by Ben. And before I reveal both of our faces, the audio got absolutely fucked for this video, so I have to re-record my parts of it and leave Ben's parts in. My audio got fucked up. I don't know what happened, but here we are, guys. It's me and Ben. Ben obviously is not going to be reacting to how I'm talking because I have to re-record this. This isn't his part is pre-recorded. I don't know what I'm saying.
Calvin Ridley's out on mental health, which obviously hope he gets better. That is very serious. But Kyle Pitts, let's just move on.
The current score for Nick's picks is 96-92. Ben did catch up a little bit last week, but I still maintain a 4-point advantage. So we will see how we do this week moving forward. But we get on to Week 9's picks. And remember, the midseason awards is coming. I did record it after recording this originally, but obviously that audio got fucked up too. And we're just going to re-record that whole thing. So this is just a quick fix. The midseason awards we're going to record Saturday, and it will be posted on Sunday. So we move on to the Week 9 picks, and we start with the game of the week. And my game of the week is the Kansas City Chiefs going up against the Green Bay Packers. And we were talking before when we actually recorded this that the Green Bay that there was actually some good games going on this week, and I chose to pick the Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers because I thought that this would be a perfect chance for the Kansas City Chiefs to really prove themselves and to really turn their season around and be a good team after beating the Giants last weekend in a very unconvincing fashion because, as we all know, the Giants aren't that good. But I do want to point out that I made this pick before Aaron Rodgers tested positive for COVID. I can't really prove that in any way, shape, or form, but I did make this pick before Aaron Rodgers tested positive, and you'll see that when I get to the 2-point conversion. But I did have the Chiefs winning this game 30-27 over the Green Bay Packers, and now I feel a lot more confident in that now that Aaron Rodgers will not be playing. But I don't feel confident in my 2-point conversion anymore.
All right, well, so my game of the week, it kind of went a little bit downhill because of some recent injuries and a really big one, and that is the Rams and the Tennessee Titans on, I believe it's Sunday night, right? It's either Sunday or Monday. Sunday Night Football, and I was looking forward to it's Aaron Donald up against Derrick Henry. Great, this is gonna be a great game, and Derrick Henry's out with I believe it's a Jones fracture in his foot. He almost had 1,000 yards, but I won't harp on that. The Titans still have a solid team, but I don't know if you noticed, Nick. Who did the Rams just trade for? It's hands down the biggest one. So my score is that the Rams are going to win 32-21. The reason why I have it somewhat close is because the Rams are just going to toy with the Titans, and then they'll maybe let them come back at their bench. And the Texans score 22 on them. That's because they had their bench, and they're like, oh, well, we can score whenever we want. We'll let you look like you can come back. Okay, now let's just put this game away.
So we move on to the upset pick, and my upset is the Bears going up against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, I do think that the Chicago Bears have been a very iffy team so far this season. They have been, very on and off, and Justin Fields in particular hasn't really been able to show his potential yet because I do think that he has a lot of potential to show, but the coaching system and just the tools that he has surrounding him just don't seem to be working for him. So it hasn't been a good start for the Chicago Bears this season. However, I have been very adamant on the fact that I don't believe in the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I don't think they're all that good. Now, they're favored in this game, but I do have the Chicago Bears winning this game 28-20 over the Pittsburgh Steelers just because I don't really, like I said, I don't believe in the Pittsburgh Steelers much. They've been riddled by injuries a little bit more than the Chicago Bears have. The Chicago Bears still have a really good defense, so I don't really know how that's going to work out for Pittsburgh, but hopefully the Chicago Bears win this game 28-20.
So, I'm just going to make it out here. I watched the Manning cast. Absolutely hilarious. They're amazing. But apparently, I didn't notice this. Every time there's a player on a team that goes on the Manning cast, their team loses the next week. So you see where I'm going here. That's right. I'm picking the Jaguars 28-24 over Buffalo.
Where's the integrity?
Biggest upset of the entire season. Okay, I will preface it. Do I genuinely believe that the Jags
probably
beat them?
Probably.
No. In all seriousness, the Jags shouldn't even be close in this game. But you know what? I was looking into it Mahomes just got the Madden curse going against him. This one's looking pretty consistent. So I was like, you know what? I wanted to see your reaction.
Okay, we move on to our picks, and Ben will have the Falcons going up against the New Orleans Saints, who are coming off a big win against the Bucks. I will have the New York Giants going up against the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, first of all, I'm going to have to say I still will not pick the Giants. I have them losing this game 23-14. However, their defense is playing very well, and I don't understand why, because they've lost so much, and they weren't a great defense to start the season, and they didn't really add a whole lot in the offseason to their defense. They did a lot more offensively, which just turned out to shit. But the defense, I didn't have the highest expectations for. I knew they were going to be a good defense, but I didn't know they were going to be as good as they've been. They shut down the Kansas City Chiefs last week, and that was honestly one of their better defensive performances. And it could say something to the fact that Kansas City is just not that great this year. But I do think that I do have some feelings on the Las Vegas Raiders that I will get to in the midseason awards, so you'll have to stay tuned for that because I don't want to give too much away. But they are a better team than the New York Giants, so I do have them 23-14 over the Giants.
So I'm picking Atlanta. No, I'm just kidding. I can't. No, Atlanta's playing New Orleans, and it's in New Orleans. There's absolutely no way they could have freaking a Pop Warner quarterback play. I don't. Doesn't matter who they have. Atlanta is just. I'm suffering. I'm absolutely suffering, honestly, at this point. I have Atlanta losing. The Saints are going to win 30-17. The only reason why I have 17 points, I have Atlanta instead of 0 is because they'll probably make it close, and then the Saints will be like, okay, let's put this to bed.
So lastly, we move on to the wild card picks, and as I said in the game of the week pick, there are a lot of good games this week in the NFL. And there were 4 in particular that me and Ben were choosing from, so it was pretty easy. I got a game pick and a wild card. He got a game pick and a wild card, so it worked out very well. My wild card pick is going to be the Arizona Cardinals going up against the San Francisco 49ers. Now, the reason why I wanted to pick this game as my wild card, just to get the chance to talk about it, is because right now the Las Vegas odds have this as even. It's an even split game, that basically meaning there's no favorite in this game. Well, I'm calling bullshit on that because the Arizona Cardinals to me are the clear favorite, and I have that very well spoken in my score prediction. I have 35-20 the Cardinals going over the San Francisco 49ers. I just don't think San Francisco is that good of a team. I didn't think so in the beginning of the season. I had them finishing 3rd in this division, which currently they are. But I just don't believe in them. I don't believe in Jimmy Garoppolo all that much. And the Arizona Cardinals have just proven everybody wrong this year. I know they lost J.J. Watt for the season, but I do think that defense has enough weapons to maintain themselves as one of the better defenses in the league. And that offense is just on an absolute roll. And barring any injuries, I don't see them stopping anytime soon either. So 35-20. Cardinals over the 49ers. The only reason I can see why it would be split is it is in San Francisco, but I don't think this is that close of a game.
Yeah, we both got divisional matchups. Mine is the Battle of Ohio, and that is, of course, the Bengals and the Browns. And a lot of you wanted to still pick the Browns. No real reason why outside of them having Nick Chubb, but even though I think his name is Ernest Johnson, probably butchered that. He had a great game, I think, like 2 weeks ago on Thursday night against the Broncos. Still did solid against the Steelers. Had the only touchdown for the Browns, honestly, but I don't know. The Browns defense is fine. Like they can still be fine no matter what. It's the offense. I still believe in Baker Mayfield. It's that offense with Odell, and I just don't think that's going to ever work. Obviously, the trade on already passed. Odell didn't get traded, so I could see him getting traded at the end of the season, regardless of the outcomes. Even if I think the Browns win the Super Bowl, which I don't think they will, I could still see Odell getting traded. Just because, even though, winning cures all, this is just not going to work long term. So because of that, I have the Bengals winning this one 27-21, only because, I mean, it's just how it goes.
Fuck you.
I mean, also Baker, I think Baker's still hurt, so I'm just going logically here and just like, plus Burrow to Jamar Chase is looking like a top connection right there.
So those are our picks, guys. If there's any picks that we didn't talk about that you wanted to see what we had the scoring prediction for, this is the time to do so. Pause and see that. I say this every week, but god damn it, I want to give you that chance to pause the video and see the team that you missed out on. And finally, we finish it off with the 2-point conversion. And as I was saying in the beginning, my 2-point conversion kind of went to shit because I have the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs in an absolute offensive showdown because it's Patrick Mahomes originally going up against Aaron Rodgers. So I had that Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers will combine for 800 passing yards and 8 touchdowns. Well, the only thing I'm going to have to change on that is the only thing I'm allowed to change on that, I guess, is Patrick Mahomes and Jordan Love will combine for 800 yards and 8 passing touchdowns. So Jordan Love, you better have a Matt Flynn type game. I don't know if anybody remembers Matt Flynn, but he was a very famous quarterback for one game because he backed up Aaron Rodgers when they were like 15-0 or something, or 15-1, and they didn't want Aaron Rodgers to get hurt, and Matt Flynn balled out. He had like 5 touchdowns. So, if Jordan Love could do that, that would be absolutely phenomenal. Also, it was said last week that if Matthew Stafford only threw for 3 passing touchdowns instead of the 4 that I predicted him to, he would be getting strongly worded emails. So, here's the email. Totally legit.
All right, well, mine is going back to my game of the week of the Titans and Rams, and mine is going to be that Von Miller, because he is looking like he's going to be active for that game, and if not, fuck it, oh well, I'm still going with it. I'm having that Aaron Donald and Von Miller, just those two alone, are going to have at least 7 sacks between them. So you're going to get probably the most defensive game ever, and mine's going to be an offense.
Just straight offense. Nobody gets sacked. Nothing. Yeah, that's
literally, no, watch it be like you get like 2 yards short and like 1 less touchdown, and I get like a half a sack between that,
So that is it, guys. Sorry, the picks were a little weird this week because my audio got fucked up. Someday I'll learn to be a good YouTuber, and someday I'll learn to make sure that the mic being used on Streamlabs is not coming out of my webcam and it's coming out of my microphone. And that way there's not a huge echo behind my voice for some reason. But at least Ben's audio is fine, so I didn't do this by myself. But guys, I hope you enjoyed. Drop a like on the video if you did. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because I promise I'm getting better. I promise.
I'm in a constant state of pain with my team, but it's okay. We share in it.
Midseason awards are coming Sunday, guys, so stay tuned for that, and I hope you guys enjoy. Have a great one. Peace.
Deuces.